After a horrific Game 1 performance against the Timberwolves, the Lakers needed to get back on track in Game 2 if they truly wanted to prove they were contenders and not a team that's a joke in the title contention conversation. I don't think they proved that much yet, but there was a lot to like about the Lakers' Game 2 performance against the T-Wolves, and today I want to break down film and go over what those things were, as well as just go over what they're going to need to do for the rest of the playoffs if they want any shot at winning a title. If we're being honest, the Lakers' offense really wasn't that great in Game 2, and it was truly their defense and their really good lockdown second half that they had that drove their victory against the Timberwolves. This was truly a game they could have won by double digits rather than just 9 points. Stagnant isolation offense was something that JJ Redick allowed the Lakers to do quite a bit of in Game 2. However, they did have moments where they showed up exactly what they need to do offensively if they want to actually be for real in the title contention talks and even just sniff an NBA title opportunity. The Lakers actually started off with some smart plays, like I said, but they went away from them as they built that lead up, which of course is not a good thing. This was an important play to start off the Lakers offense for the night with LeBron and Jaxson Hayes. Jaxson Hayes screens for LeBron with Rudy Gobert in a drop. LeBron's able to get to the paint with Reaves in the weak side corner, and the lob is there for LeBron to Hayes. If the Lakers can get 2 on the ball or open the roll up with them, it's going to be a key for them during their playoff run. This ended in a miss, but I do want to highlight it as the Lakers were just showing off here how to poke at the Wolves defense. The Lakers wanted to get Luka the ball in the post early. Reaves is 1 pass away and Ant Edwards digs, which leads to an open pass to Austin Reaves. This was a way different look opposed to anything else that the Lakers threw at Ant Edwards in Game 1, and this was nice to see from them. Gobert screens for him, and there's the veer action since he's flowing into a pin down, but notice that Hayes is at the level and stays with the drive. There's 2 on the ball, and it's good that the Lakers mix different things in to try and change the rhythm of the game up at that point. Lakers stuck with switching early, and the activity had been there for them. Here, they're showing early help, but better nuance with their help and their rotations. There's no overcommitment, and they force a turnover and are able to turn that into points on the other end, which was a big key for them. Here, the Lakers went with more off-ball movement. They forced the Wolves defense to move and keep them from being so decisive. They get action where Luka catches near the elbow into a pin down for LeBron, and then there's the catch and the score. Here, the Lakers go back to the same action that they just ran on the previous play that we looked at. This time, Dorian Finney-Smith slips the pin down for LeBron, and Luka hits him cutting. The Wolves did a great job rotating, but the Lakers' passing was just better, and the ball ends up back in Luka's hands for 3. Constantly, the Lakers wanted to go matchup hunting in Game 2 and put Gobert in action. The Wolves do a good job of switching, and Ant switches onto Luka. Ant switching onto Luka was ideal for Minnesota, but the Wolves having the double hurt last night as Luka was so effective when he was doubled in Game 2. There's the skip pass to Finney-Smith and the drive and kick for a 3-ball. Here, the Lakers go with their Horns 3 action. Luka catches at the elbow, Reaves cuts off LeBron. That goes right into a catch and shoot for LeBron for a 3-pointer. Like I said, the Lakers really wanted to get Rudy Gobert in action, as right here they had Rui Hachimura screen for Luka. Rui gives the initial screen to Luka to get Gobert in action, and then notice Rui also give him the re-screen. Gobert is in a drop, then it goes into a late switch, and Gobert working to deny and getting Minnesota a steal. What Minnesota tried to do to get good results for themselves was have Ant Edwards attack Luka. You can see the help here from LeBron as he almost doubles here. There's the work to try and take away his rhythm, and the Lakers have to try to keep the ball in front of them in this series if they want to see good results and of course win the series. The Lakers worked to mix in zone to try and throw off Ant, but it just didn't matter as Ant went right to work. Now in the second half, like I said, defense truly drove the Lakers' win, as they only scored 36 points themselves, yet they only got outscored by 6 points as they held the Timberwolves to only 42 points themselves. The Lakers kept the activity up defensively against Ant Edwards as they were always on him, and they made sure to load up the help at all times whenever Ant was getting ready to work with the ball. This of course forced Ant to make quick decisions. The combination of Ant Edwards really looking to attack Austin Reaves and then Julius Randle trying to seal LeBron in the post actually worked out very well for the Wolves when they ran plays similar to this. It turns into a one-on-one drive and Randle screens for LeBron to open up the layup for Ant Edwards. Reaves with an excellent defensive possession here to force Randle into a contested pull-up three. LeBron was doing everything he could on this play to box out Gobert. Hachimura comes crashing in to secure a defensive rebound and slow down the Wolves' run. The isolation-heavy offense was on full display in the second half as Luka looked to get the Gobert matchup and attack it often. Luka forces more help and when it comes, kicks to Finney-Smith for three. Randle in the second half really tried to keep backing down Rui Hachimura in the post. He does so here and he gives Rui a final blow to the chest before going up for the shot, but Rui forces Randle off his spot to force him into an off-balance fadeaway and get the stop. This sequence was one from the Lakers that was absolutely great and really just kind of was an encapsulation of how this second half of this basketball game went. The T-Wolves had a ton of momentum here and Randle exploits Luka for reaching in and it appears to be an easy finish at the rim. Hachimura came in with the closeout though in rotation and the vertical contest to generate a turnover was essentially what closed this game out. So clearly the Lakers are gonna need to be better offensively if they want any shot at even contending for the NBA title this season. But they did show examples of how dynamic their offense could be if they are hitting on all cylinders and they have a good game plan going, especially in a playoff setting. And their defense really being able to help them seal the win in the second half, despite only scoring 36 second half points themselves, really was just a great example of their defensive versatility and just how much of a fight they can put up defensively with their roster that they have. The Lakers without a doubt cannot beat the OKC Thunder playing like this if they face them in a series. However, I will say they did show a lot of signs of what a competent winning Laker basketball team looks like. I want to know what you thought about either the Lakers or Wolves performance in Game 2 or just anything relating to the NBA or 2025 playoffs down in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a like. If not, give it a dislike. And of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you all for watching though, and I am out. Peace.